I got something in the mail yesterday. This is a new eBay purchase. I was able to find a face plate. It was just the right size, nice wood for a big one goes. This is 13 and a half inches across. It has the L00, L double out there mount, and it's in. I mean, I cleaned it up a little bit. You know, it was light rust on there. No big deal from sitting around, but so I cleaned it up. Took me about 10 minutes. Got any burrs and stuff off, and it fits perfect on there. Couldn't ask for a better one. Like I said, eBay purchase, $180. Thought that was a pretty fair deal for one that in this good a shape and everything. So we'll give it a spin. That'd be helpful if it's in gear. There we go. Spins nice. Little tiny bit of run out. Not too bad. Might make a cut on it, clean it up even to get the run out. But before I do that, I'll take it on and off a few times and double check. I cleaned it up, the board, all that, the mount, but we'll do that a few times. And if I don't get rid of any more of this, I might sit up there and do a little cut on it. I'll bring it back. We'll put a dial indicator on it. We'll see how it. Okay, I got a dial indicator on there, and just hand turning. I'm looking at 13 and a half. Yeah, 13 and a half. Here, we'll zoom in. You guys should be able to see that. If it focuses. Yeah, 13 and a half, 14. Right there. Yeah, 13 and a half. So, not too bad. You guys, I add a little bit of that. Yeah, it's going to 14. So, yeah. So, like I said, we'll put that on and off a few times and make sure that's always nice and clean. And I'll maybe do a little more clean on that keyway. It had maybe a couple of pieces of shit still in there. So then we'll see how that run out is. And taking off 15 thousandths, yeah, won't hurt that plate at all. Plate's probably about, it's that thick. It's pretty close to an inch, almost an inch thick. Let's see here, easy 7/8 of an inch thick, so 15 thousandths on there to make it match this lathe and be true. It won't be a big deal. So, pretty happy about this. Nice find. Now I need dogs. I have 0 dogs except for that one I made. So, yeah, I'm out there. I'll be looking for dogs. Well, here's the answer to that mystery tool, quasi-mystery tool. Quite a few guys got it pretty quick. So, this is the tool. This is a little quick handy pocket tool for grease fittings. It works on. This has a extractor obviously on there, and then a couple of wrenches, and then this is a 1/8 inch pipe tap. So we used to, on the ship there, we had tons of equipment, you know, on deck and in the engine room, of course. All over the ship you had equipment. Everything needed grease. And the outside stuff really took it hard as far as the weather and the elements go. So we used to use these. These are, this one's kind of old anyway. These are Alamite fittings or pin type fitting. These are pretty much the standard we used. We used other ones, you know, the button ones and a few others, but most of the time we used brass or stainless. A lot of times they didn't make these pins, most of these brass ones, the pins here are steel. And they would just waste away. But these would get broken off and everything, and you can see how, well, it doesn't fit with the pins there, but I'll put it in backwards. See how that goes in there. And then this one's an 1/8 inch pipe. You can see that. Yeah, you can't put it on with the pins, obviously, but because they've been broken off. Like I said, very tough treatment, especially on deck winches and stuff. And it must be 40 or something of these things on a deck winch. So we used to have gobs of fittings on the ship. Needless to say, if you were out working on stuff, you always grabbed a handful of fittings and a wrench. So if you saw a broken one, while you're there, you would be able to change it out. Or if you're out there working on something. You know, these are, okay, so here's some Zerk fittings. People thought, you know, we didn't use a lot of Zerk. In the engine room, we had a lot of Zerk fittings. These don't stand up to weather very well. The little ball in them is usually made of steel. And that would rust away, or they'd get stuck and just be a pain. These didn't fail nearly as often. Well, this one's obviously too big, but this one fits, you know, fits on there. And that's 1/8 inch pipe. You know, fits on there. So these ones fit on the other end. So if it's broken off, you know, you can grab it and get it out. And that's just a tiny one. So yeah, there's different Zerk fittings. So mostly a grease fitting wrench. Somebody mentioned Schrader valves. This is a Schrader valve one right here. You can clean up the threads on the outside of the Schrader valve. You can clean up the inside threads. You can remove the valve. And this is a little removal tool to get the valve, I think, out. I think that's what that's for. So, yeah, this is a little Schrader valve one. So, yeah, you can get these in different sizes too. I think it was Bob there, Bob Corves, I mentioned he has one and it's 1/4 28 thread. So, yeah, kind of handy little tools to have if you have a lot of grease fittings. I've got a jar full. And you live out here in the woods and you have some equipment. You know what? You need grease fittings. So, lives in a jar. And that's the answer. Thanks, guys, for guessing what it was. And like I said, quite a few guys already knew. That's pretty good. Thanks.